I love this.
Isn't it fun?
And we're on. Welcome back. This is day 2 of the IDA conference, the 75th anniversary, and we are here with
Harvey Hubbell.
Oh my goodness. So I'm so excited to see you. I've been stalking you around the showroom floor for a little bit. So tell our audience a little bit about what you do.
Well, a little bit about what I do. I was born dyslexic, and I'm planning on retiring dyslexic.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm dysgraphic. I'm dyscalculus. You name it, I'm dys.
You're dis. You're all the disses.
I'm disses. I'm able to do this, and I'm disabled to do that.
So you have a few documentaries, right?
I have a few documentaries. Yeah, I don't know. I just I record a lot of stuff, and so then my friends edit it. Now my friends record it and edit it, and we just create content. But you know what it is? We're raising consciousness on.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's what happened. When I was a kid back in 1964, when I was in kindergarten, right? There's 20 years after the Second World War, right? We won the Second World War because we had Henry Ford. Even though, well, that's another story. But so we're making mass production guns, jeeps, airplanes, tanks, right?
Right.
So America's like, okay, we can do this. Let's take some guys got to thinking, probably guys, and got to thinking, and said we can assembly line people the same way, and it was a miserable thing because humans are individuals.
Right.
And what we know about the 50 years of the science of reading, all of the papers that are written, we know that humans are complete individuals.
Yes.
And so and any nation's greatest resource is their youth. So the first grade teachers and the kindergarten teachers are the people who are building your foundation.
Right.
So these are important folks in our life.
Yes.
And we need these people to be able to raise these kids. I don't consider them teachers as much as, educators. I consider them educational ninjas.
Yes.
They have to unlock how each unique person is learning and where they are at it. So I think we're really in the dawn of something. It's easier for an old guy like me, I'm 66 now, it's easier for me to say, wow, we're really making strides, things are happening. But when you're a parent of a kid who's reading 3 grade levels behind, you don't see all those wonderful blessings.
Right.
But knowing that we're all wired a little bit different and we're all, I made this film called Hopeville.
Okay.
And 2 lines I didn't put in the film. These are 2 lines I didn't put in the film. I'm going to give you guys the behind the scenes thing.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't know nothing about playing no cards, but I know you got to play the hands you're dealt.
Right.
Right. And the other one was, I don't know nothing about playing golf, but you got to play the ball where it lands.
Right.
So we're all been dealt a certain hand of where we are educationally,
Right.
and where our kids are educationally, and where the ball lands. We got to play that.
Right.
So, but I think we're walking into this thing where parents are like, I don't know. I woke up. I put my kid on a yellow school bus. Packed him a brown bag, paper bag full of lunch. Kicked him out the door, and somebody's supposed to teach my kid how to read.
Right.
And then this thing called COVID happened, and
goodness.
and then you find out like, hey, my kid doesn't know how to read. My kid's pointing at pictures and doesn't know the difference between a pony and a horse. He's not decoding and breaking down the words. So I think we're in a really incredible time where there's all these groups in these industries that are breaking down what the science of reading is to help these teachers in professional development and learning how to unlock each of these unique genius souls that we have out there because they're educational ninjas who are doing it. Was that a long-winded answer?
No, it was perfect.
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 I never did anything perfect in my life. This is it.
This is it. You
I
can
did something
retire.
perfect. This is recorded?
This is recorded.
This is recorded. I did something perfect.
You
I
can
did
retire
I did
now.
good.
Yep, you did great.
Wow.
You did great.
You know how to talk to a dyslexic boy.
I do. I've had 30 years of
Wow.
experience.
Holy. Oh, wow.
And you have to have the relationships too. A lot of teachers don't recognize how you've got to really meet their heart when you're working with a kid with dyslexia. You've got to help them know that you're there for them, you're on their side, you understand their struggles. That's what I try really hard to come across to my students.
That's because you don't think that it's a conveyor belt.
Right.
Right.
So you're meeting, see, you're an educational ninja. So you're walking in and you're like, wait a minute, I got to meet this person at their level because of where this person is. So you're you're getting to their level. You're active listening. You're getting involved. You know who Diana Hadberry King is?
Yes.
Okay, so we made a film one by one about Diana. She's probably been in like at least 3 films that we made. You know, we lived not too far away from Diana, and she used to always tell me when I'm wrong about everything. So she was in every one of our films. So I have a bunch of 20-year-old interns. I've had 20-year-old interns for years. I said, listen, if Diana's talking, you guys are recording. No matter what she does,
matter
and
what
when
she says.
she's talking, because she would say, and I always sound like Mrs. Doubtfire when I do, like, she talks like this, but she doesn't really. But anybody who knows Diana is talking like this when they talk about her. Anyway, so the thing is, Diana would say, oh, and what is your name? Oh, it's Kathy. And do you have any brothers or sisters? Oh, you do. Oh, that's marvelous. And what is their name? William. And how old are you, Kathy? And how do you spell William? Do you have any pets? Oh, remarkable. Can you spell their names? So she's finding out how old.
Yeah.
She's doing an assessment right there,
Yes.
right in front of you.
Right.
Yes.
So, but that's like finding out where they are, actively listening to them, finding out where they are, because we're not all at the same place.
Right.
But in the assembly line, we had to be here, or something's going to go bad. And that's where the self-esteem issues come into. I'm falling behind. It's like, no, we all learn at different levels. We all are coming at it from a different place. I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just hang out with experts. That's true.
That's amazing. You are such an inspiration. I saw your movie Dyslexia. I saw that a long time ago. I haven't seen Hopeville, so I need to see that. But I loved it. It was really good. It was really good. And what words of advice could you give for parents out there that think their child might be dyslexic? How can they support their child?
Well, we have an advocacy toolkit. We have 3 things that we built. We made a movie, which is 81 minutes, and it takes complicated information and puts it simple enough that a layman can understand it.
Right.
And a layman or a decision maker, a policy maker, could be an elected official, it could be a school superintendent, could be the Board of Education, could be a reading facilitator, reading specialist, a teacher, a parent, could be a decision maker. And they're all going to come at it in a different area. So we take this information, we talk to the experts, and we put it in terms for a layman to do. We make our film, Hopeville, available so communities can come together. I don't teach reading in Hopeville. I teach people, what I said about taking complicated information, put it into layman's terms. What happens is people get together in communities and they say, hey, we have to work together, we have to do this and that. That's what the purpose of the film is, to bring people together and explain things. We made it, we have a podcast too, which I'm on a podcast with you. You can be on a podcast with
Yeah,
us.
I'd love to cross pod. That
So
would be great.
crossing pods.
Yeah.
That's a new term. It's
I
like-
read a lot.
You
I
read
read
a
up
lot?
on that
That's
stuff,
good.
yeah.
Crossing pods. Let's write a book called Crossing Pods.
That's a great title.
So the podcast, we talk to everybody about all these different things and where everybody is. But the advocacy toolkit is something that changes all the time. So, okay, the film doesn't change. It's locked. We locked picture. The podcast, we're constantly layering on. We're building our own onion. We're putting on a new layer, all the time. But the advocacy toolkit changes every day. Anytime that you go say, hey, hey, where are you from? What state are you from?
Texas.
Oh, Texas. So you might want to take a look at our advocacy toolkit,
Okay.
and you can take a look at it right
Yeah,
here.
I would love
And
to.
you can take a look at it, and then you can say, hey, our group's not on there.
Okay.
And so you would take a look at something like that. I mean, take a look at Texas, and you can actually, because she's doing it right now. We have a
I
QR
am.
code in the back of our postcard, and she's looking it up right now.
That's
So
right.
you can too.
I'm super techie like that.
Hey, Amy, what is our address? Or what is our web address?
Hopeville
Okay, now
Advocacy.
go to Texas. So what is it? Advocacy.com? HopevilleAdvocacy.com. I am dyslexic, and that's Amy, my frontal lobe.
Can I get an Amy?
Yeah,
My
no, I
frontal
got her.
lobe?
You've got
Okay,
one.
I
got-
need. Okay.
You've got
You
one
got
who
it, Amy.
spells
You'll be my
the
frontal
same
lobe?
way.
There's
From
some-
your
yeah.
frontal lobe.
Yeah, keep your own Amy.
I'm not dyslexic, but I
mine.
am dyscalculia.
Dyscalculia. It all kind of goes together. So what happens is now, so a parent or somebody else comes in and takes a look at it. We have slow internet here on the
Yeah,
exhibit
we do.
floor.
Yeah.
So now you have the advocacy toolkit where you can look at it, and who's gonna look at it? Well, we're all coming at it from a different place. So a parent or an educator is going to look at, for one thing, a school superintendent or somebody from the Board of Education is going to be looking for a different thing. And so we can all approach this and solve this problem, because when we made Hopeville, it's not just a movie, it's a movement.
Okay.
Awesome.
Because in structured literacy, there's only 30% of the schools in the United States are doing structured literacy, which teaches all kids. So I believe, did you ask me a question? What is the question?
I mean, remember?
The question was, what can parents,
What can parents do? Yeah,
what can parents do? So parents can go to our advocacy toolkit. They're going to come at it from a different place. See, our film follows a first grade class through first grade for 1 year. That's called first grade. In Waterbury, Connecticut. But you're sitting in Texas saying, I just saw that film, but it's all about Waterbury, Connecticut, which has 110,000 people. They speak 60 languages. That's not going to help me in Texas or Arkansas or Alabama or Alaska or Arizona. But when you see the advocacy toolkit, you realize there's all these different groups that are out there. And how can we help fix the situation? And we're not on an assembly line. It's all unique. So you have to navigate where your situation is and how you can help out, who you're helping out. Are you helping out a first grader? Are you helping out a third grader? Are you helping out, somebody who's 4 grades behind, somebody who's 6 grades behind? Where's their self-esteem? That's what you were talking about.
Right.
Is listening and coming to their level of where they are.
Right. Well, and that's what's really awesome about our podcast, if I can just give a self shout out to our podcast, because we're reaching a lot of different audiences here. We're reaching parents, we're reaching educators, we're reaching policymakers. So we're doing self-promo here.
No, you know what it is? No, you're not doing self-promotion. I'm going to tell you what you're doing. Because you haven't seen our film yet. But there's a line in there that says there's unity in community.
Yep.
There
Somebody
you go.
somebody just told me, and they were really nice to me. I mean, I'm dyslexic, and they were non-dyslexic. And they said, the word unity is in community. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I made the film. I know it. I thought it was clever. But there's unity in community. And we're all approaching it from a different area. I'm a guy. I don't know if you know that, but I'm a guy. So, I'm fixated with the Second World War because I keep talking about this thing. But what happened was there was a problem in the world. So it broke down into 2 groups. It's like all these guys are going to work on it together. And, the French and the English are notoriously known for not getting together, but they got together during the Second World War. It's like, okay. And all these other different groups of people all get together, and they all start working together. They don't do things the same way, but different things need to be done in different places. So that might be too way out there, but follow my analogy that when you're in a great exhibit hall like we're in right now, and there's all these different people working on it, it's really any port in the storm. When my kid is struggling reading, what am I going to do? And somebody told me this in first grade, or somebody told me this in second grade for my kid. And my kid's in 3rd grade or 4th grade, and I'm seeing their self-esteem plummet. They don't feel smart, yet I thought they were smart before they went to kindergarten. Those are the kind of things that I think there's unity in community. And the more we know about this stuff, the more we're talking about this, the consumer has to go out there and figure out, how am I going to fix my kid, and how you're going to fix your kid, and how you're going to fix your kid, and how I'm going to fix my kid are completely different ways, because they're all at different levels, and we have different things that need to be fixed.
Right.
Yeah, dyslexia exists on a spectrum, and mild, moderate to severe, and even the areas of difficulty are different from student to student, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to add? I love your visual way of speaking, because you say something, and I liked how you said you're building your own onion, because that really created quite an image in my head, so I really appreciated that. But do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Do I have anything else I'd like to add? Do I have anything else I want to add, guys? This is my brain trust. Hopeville.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Okay.
Watch it. It's like a vitamin.
Now, where would people watch
that's what I was
Hopeville?
going to say. Where would we see it?
So, yeah, we want to bring it to them. So actually, you have to go online, and then we worked on Hopeville. It's hard to say if we worked on it for 7 years or we worked on it for 27 years because we put on old footage that we've been collecting. So this is why I am super dyslexic and I have both of them, the right and the left hemisphere. Okay, what is the email? www.hopeville.
They go on advocacytoolkit.com or hopevilladvocacy.com. There we have all the links for,
Jordan, get over here and just say it right here. Just say it right here.
Come over here.
Come on.
Yeah, so there's a lot of ways you can get in contact with us. The Advocacy Toolkit, which is either advocacytoolkit.com or hopevilladvocacy.com. And we have all of our links there. We have our state pages. So if you're from whatever state, you can see how your state's doing for the science of reading. And so we have a bunch of resources on there. And on there, there's a link. If you go to screenings, you can request a screening. And our goal is we want as many requests as possible. We want to see that people want to see this movie across the country, and we want to take it across the country. So please, please, please request to see it, and we want to come to where you are.
There you have it. Jordan did great. I just want to say I'm in Texas, so Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be filmmakers.
Or you could do The Stars at Night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Everybody knows that one.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for appearing on our pod. And we'd love to have you on, like we said, cross pod and do a longer version and talk about it.
Let's do. We'll figure out. We'll get their contact information. You got their information. All right.
All right.
We'll be talking.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
That
you
was
very
fun.
much.
Bye,
All right,
everyone.
peace. You all come back now, you hear?